Alam mo, bossing, it's already 3 a.m. So actually matutulog na ako pero gusto ko muna mag-review or mag-react sa video ni Kyle about what is happening, what is going on no, dito sa tech industry, especially on the YouTube side. And let's do it.
Have you noticed that it doesn't really matter how far you scroll through YouTube, you pretty much will never find an actual programming tutorial, and all your favorite channels that used to make programming content just seem to be talking about AI or other crap that doesn't even matter? Well, I'm going to be explaining exactly why this is in this video and show you analytics from my channel that has nearly 2 million subscribers to show you exactly what I'm talking about and why this is a much bigger problem than it may first look like. To get started,
Before that, no, so sa mga hindi nakakakilala kay Kyle, so siya yung web dev simplified, no, magaganda yung contents niya when it comes to programming tutorials na pinapanood ko rin yung iba mga tutorials niya, and he's really good.
I want to look at a few channels that I think embody this massive shift the most, and that is Theo, Fireship, and Matt Pocock. And essentially, if you go back to some of the older videos on this channel, you scroll back maybe to about a year or so ago, you'll notice that almost all the videos are about programming or programming-related content, and for the most part, that's all that you get. But even scroll back this far, I really only see mostly AI-related stuff. But if you get back far enough, you'll see it's a lot of programming-related content, which is great. That's what people subscribe to these channels for. Now, if you go to the modern day, every single video, or at least 90% of the videos, is just AI, 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 AI. This new model's better, this new model's better, and it's just all AI, and that's all anyone seems to be talking about. And the reason is because these videos get crazy number of views. I mean, if you look at every single one of these videos, 150,000 views, 100,000 views, 75,000 views, every single one of these AI-related videos performs really well. Same exact thing with Fireship. He's not nearly as bad as someone like Theo is in this particular case, but a lot of his videos have swapped over to talking more about AI as opposed to talking about other content. Now, I give Fireship a little bit of a pass because he's kind of always done news-related content after he swapped away from doing tutorials long ago, but the biggest, I think, shift has been in Matt Pocock. He has some of the best TypeScript videos on all of YouTube, but he doesn't even make TypeScript content anymore, and you wouldn't even know he does TypeScript because even the description of his YouTube channel is just AI, AI, AI. He doesn't even list his TypeScript course anywhere, and every single one of his videos is all about AI now. And again, it's because it's the thing that's popular right now. If you look at these view numbers, he's going in 60, 30, 60,000, 200,000 views on a channel with 170,000 subscribers. That's an incredible.
So pansin nyo na mga bossing, no? Actually, hindi lang sila, no? Si Matt Pocock, si Fireship. Actually, marami pa sila. Traversy, si Maximilian, di ba? Yan yung mga sikat before na gumagawa ng mga programming tutorials or mga programming related, no? Nandun din si Ben Awad, no? Si Ben Davies and so on. Ngayon mapapansin nyo, nag-ship na talaga halos lahat or almost lahat nag-ship na into an AI content. So this is actually common for those people na kumikita talaga sa content creation. Kasi sa akin, it's different, no? Ako kasi hindi ako kumikita sa content creation. That's why kung mapapansin nyo, yung mga video ko is more on, depende sa trip ko, sa buhay, di ba? Kasi nga, hindi ko naman talaga, wala naman akong kinikita masyado sa content creation. So, hindi ko siya bread and butter. So, I just don't care, di ba? Ngayon, mapapansin nyo dito sa mga content creator, kaya sila nagko-content ng AI, it's because I think it's not only for the views, but of course, no, malaking factor yung views kasi mas yun yung trend ngayon. Pero I think one of the reason as well kung bakit is because AI is the future. And that's where the future, diba? Nandoon yung path ng future eh. Ganun talaga mangyayari. And I think one of the things na magiging edge natin, no, as a human is yung pagiging tayo. No? Kasi yun yung hindi kayang i-replicate ng AI, 'di ba? Kung ano yung kayang gawin ng tao, no? Merong ano I mean, marami pa rin kayang magawa sa AI na kayang gawin ng tao, pero not all, 'di ba? So, yun, that's why mapapansin nyo rin, wala nang mga programming tutorials, no? Naubos na, di ba? Napansin nyo rin, hindi ako masyadong gumagawa ng programming tutorial. Kasi imagine niyo mga bossing, bakit ka magka-create ng content na konti lang yung manonood? Di ba? That's one thing, no? And also, sinong manonood ng tutorials? Siguro meron pa rin manonood pa rin talaga ng mga tutorials. Pero right now, parang less and less talaga yung manonood ng mga tutorials ng programming. It's because of what is happening. Kaya mapapansin nyo, di ba? Napapost din ako about it na writing code isn't fun anymore. Maybe tapos na ako sa stage na yun na pagko-code. Tapos na ako sa pagiging developer mindset na ito yung gusto kong gawin, ito yung gusto kong coding, no? And wala na yung magic moment kasi. Kasi, what do I mean by that, mga bossing, no? Before pa, yung kahit sobrang liit na sobrang simpleng problem mo, naaabutin ka ng 3 hours, pagka na-fix mo yung mga bossing dahil sa pag-search mo ng sobrang dami, no? Ang dami mong tab or Stack Overflow as well. Pagka na-fix mo yun, iba yung moment, iba yung fulfillment, mga bossing, na tipong parang ikaw yung pinakamalupit na, oy, nagawa ko to, ganto ganyan. Ngayon, mga bossing, hindi. Wala na siyang ganon na moment. And it sucks lang na hindi nyo na mararanasan ng iba, especially ng mga beginners right now. Hindi nyo na mararanasan yung ganon kasi nga AI can really easily, fix those things, no? Pagka gumawa ka ng CRUD application, ngayon, parang one click lang, bam, boom, tapos na. Pero dati, kakain ka pa ng isang araw or 2 araw, no? Papagandahin mo pa yan, ganito, ganyan. Wala na yung ganong feel. Maybe because I'm shifting na into a businessman mindset, no? Na hindi na pagiging developer yung nasa mindset ko. Maybe, And syempre, hindi mawawala yung mga, alam mo yun, syempre, na mga misinterpret ng mga tao, no? Dito sa thread, sikat na naman tayo kasi may bashers na naman tayo. I hate when people IT pips, writing code isn't fun anymore. No? Like, natutunan ganito, blah, blah, blah. So, yung ganito mindset, replaceable, ganito, ganyan. And then, daming mga shit na naman dito. No? And, I think, hindi lang nila siguro naranasan or hindi pa rin nila nararanasan siguro gumamit ng frontier models ng mga AI. Hindi nila alam kung gaano kalupit yung AI ngayon. No? So, ngayon, continue natin. Sorry, napahaba mga bossing.
Really good view to subscriber ratio. Now, this isn't necessarily something that's new, though. I've seen plenty of YouTube channels in the past that used to cover programming-related content, and then when cryptocurrency became really popular, they swapped over to that, or they swapped over to NFTs when that became popular, and they just kind of shifted with the actual fad of the week and talked about that on their channel. AI is a little bit different because it's not really a fad; it's going to be here forever. We can't really avoid that, and it's something that is definitely shifting how things work in the world. So people that are covering it are being watched more because people are interested and curious. How is AI going to change my life? And it's impacting you in every way. So when they see something about AI, they're more intrigued to actually want to watch and learn something about AI, even if it's not really anything of value in the video. They just want to learn something related to AI. Now, the reason these creators are shifting towards creating AI content is because creating purely programming tutorials is not very profitable at all anymore. Here's just
diba? Sabi ko sa inyo yung creating ng ano ngayon, ng tutorials ngayon, hindi na siya profitable. No? So kung bread and butter mo is content creation, hindi ka na talaga gagawa ng mga programming tutorials. It's because hindi na siya ganun ka-profitable, especially kung ang source of income mo sa YouTube.
Just the analytics for the last year of my YouTube channel, and you can see that these are the view numbers per week, and they have been gradually falling just over the last year. You can see just in the last 6 months, there's been a massive fall off in the number of views for pretty much pure programming content, because that's 99% of the stuff that I make on my main channel, because I think it's really important to be able to learn programming concepts, and that's what I teach. And if you look at the revenue numbers, you can see I made $32,000 last year from the entirety of my YouTube channel ads from ad revenue. And while that is a pretty good number, I mean, $32,000 is a lot of money, that is nowhere close to an actual full-time income. And if I wanted, I could have a much easier job just working as a web developer, making way, way, way more than $32,000 a year. And this number is only going to continue to drop. If we look, the most recent numbers are around, like $450, $400, $300. And if we look all the way back earlier, you're looking at like $700, $600. So like my income has essentially dropped by half since 1 year ago this exact time. So I'm making half the money I was making exactly 1 year ago. So this number of $31,000 next year is probably going to be like $15,000 or $16,000, which
Yun, siguro ito rin yung kailangan na maintindihan ng iba na sa content creation, no, especially kung ang content creation mo is doon ka talaga, yun talaga yung nagbabayad ng bills mo is pagka i-compare mo siya kung magtatrabaho ka lang versus mag-create ka ng content. Kasi halos same lang din yung yung gugugulin mong oras pag-create ng content plus kung meron kang day job. Hindi mo na siya kayang ipagsabay, especially kung nasa stage ka na talaga na marami ka nang ginagawa. Ako kasi kaya ako nakapag-create before is hindi ko pa masyadong yung work, no? I mean, kaya medyo wala pa akong masyadong ginagawa, wala pa akong anak noon, wala pa akong business na tinatry i-succeed, ganito, ganyan. Pero pagka nandun ka na sa point na yon, hindi mo na siya kayang basa-basa pagsabayin. Yung content creation plus yung work mo and so on. Kaya kailangan mo mamili kung sino ba yung profitable at sino ba yung hindi profitable.
which is definitely not sustainable for a full-time job. This is obviously a problem because there's almost no incentive as a creator of content to create programming content when it makes practically no money and is incredibly difficult to make.
Diba? Ayun sabi niya, walang incentive yung mga content creator pagka gumagawa kayo ng contents, especially kung walang profit na nangyari. Ako kasi, hindi naman, yung content ko kasi, it's not for profit. No? Kaya okay lang sa akin, kahit konti lang yung views, ganito, ganyan. But I'm gonna try a different path on that and hindi natin pag-usapan yan dito.
When I could just make a video about the latest AI model, which is easy to make, makes more money, and gets more views, I mean, there's almost no reason to make programming content anymore. The only reason I do it is because I find value in it, I find enjoyment in it, and I'm able to make money through other means rather than just YouTube ad revenue. Otherwise, I would have had to quit doing this a long time ago if this was my only source of revenue. Now, part of the huge decline in people watching programming tutorials is not only because they want to learn about AI stuff so they don't have time to do both, but also because AI itself is relatively good at helping you learn concepts, especially if you have a good foundation already. Now, I think there are huge problems with using AI purely as your only learning tool because it's very good at misleading you and telling you that you're right and great, even if you're actually wrong or don't know what you're doing. And if you're completely new at something, it'll often either leave things out or tell you incorrect information, and it's pretty much impossible to verify that if you don't already know enough to be able to figure out what's wrong and what's not wrong. So AI
Yun, so sinabi niya lang dito, no, pag ginamit nyo si AI just for the learning, pure, no, possibly or mataas yung chance na ma-mislead kayo dun sa mga tinuturo niya. Especially kung di nyo talaga alam yung ginagawa nyo. Which is, I kinda agree with that. Well, siguro kung depende sa model din. No? Kung ang model nyo is mga free, yun talaga, sobrang laki ng chance na ma-mislead talaga kayo ng kailangan nyo matutunan. So, that's why I still recommend na magbasa kayo ng documentation plus gumamit kayo ng AI plus gawin nyo talaga siya by hand kung gusto nyo talaga matuto.
while it is really great for helping you fine-tune your learning, I think it's a pretty poor substitute for a full, complete learning path. I mean, there's a reason that schools haven't just swapped over to using AI and still have teachers because you need someone to kind of give you that structured path, and AI is not quite there yet when it comes to that type of learning. It's really more of a supplemental tool, but a lot of people are essentially fully replacing all their learning by just using some form of AI, whether it's ChatGPT, Claude, Anthropic, it doesn't matter what it is, they're swapping over and using AI purely for learning, so they have no need to watch a programming tutorial video because they could just get the AI to give them relatively the same information. Now, another huge
So, yun yung isa sa mga reason kung bakit konti na lang talaga yung nanonood ng programming tutorials is because yung mga tao kasi mas gusto na lang gamitin na lang si AI kaysa manood pa. No, kasi nga AI, you can just ask any question and then ibabato niya na sa'yo yung answer for that. But it's a thing then, syempre, of course, no, na kung ang gamit nyo rin mga models medyo mabababa, mga bossing, it's gonna be a poor substitute talaga for a full learning. No, hindi talaga sapat na AI lang for everything.
Now, another huge problem when it comes to AI and learning is that AI, they love to just steal content, whether it's books, movies, podcasts, articles on the internet, YouTube videos, it doesn't matter what it is. They steal that content and use it to train their models. And it doesn't matter if you think it's stealing or not, even if it's 100% legal and ethical, that part doesn't matter at all. What matters is that these AI are being trained on the knowledge of people that have given that knowledge out for free or even paid content. They're training on that content, training on someone else's knowledge.
Yun lang talaga yung cons, mga bossing. Syempre, AI really just can scrape data in the internet, no? So, I think one thing will happen, mga bossing, is a lot of people will, especially mga professionals, hindi na masyadong mag-share ng knowledge nila sa internet. Why? It's because AI can easily get or steal those information and gamitin. 'Di ba? So parang mawawala yung expertise mo, mawawala yung sarili mong... Kaya ako parang, isa rin yun sa mga iniisip ko, mga bossing, or hindi ko actually iniisip, parang yun yung kailangan mo lang i-gatekeep. No? Kasi ayun yung magiging edge mo sa iba. Na pagka, for example ako, may mga standard rules ako, may mga guardrails ako. Yun yung tipo na mga gine-gatekeep ko kasi yun yung mga golden resources na hindi mo basta-basta makukuha outside. No, kasi yun galing sa learnings ko from my past experiences.
And essentially, if AI completely takes over that teaching aspect, there will be no more people like me creating this content for the AI to train on. So the AI will have less and less content going forward.
Yun yung disadvantage, mga bossing. Pagka dumami yung ganon na, alam mo yun, ginagawa na lang ng AI, lahat ng mga bagay na ginagawa natin, maraming mga content creators or mga educators na tatama rin na magturo kasi nga kaya nang ituro ng AI. Yun yung mga parang mga cons na mangyayari
for it to train on, to the point where they will only have AI-generated content to train on. Because at this point, so many different blogs and articles are just being generated by AI, and then the AI trains on that data, and then the AI gives you output based on that trained data. So there's just this like feedback loop where as soon as one thing is wrong, now it compounds on itself. And this is a problem I think is only going to get worse because more and more stuff will be generated by AI, and less stuff will be generated by humans because AI makes it so that it's less profitable for someone to actually do that as a career. We've essentially been sucked into this perfect storm where AI is creating fear and uncertainty in people's jobs, so they want to learn more about it to hopefully feel less fear in their job. On top of that, AI is something that's much more profitable to talk about and teach. So everyone's swapping from programming tutorials to teaching AI tutorials because it's more profitable and more people are going to view that content. Then on top of that, coding tutorials themselves are being essentially stolen by AI to teach people through the AI. So that way less people are going to the coding tutorials, which means less of them are being made. They're less profitable. And slowly you can see this already. Tons of channels either swapped entirely to doing AI content or they've essentially just stopped posting at all because it's not profitable. So why would you spend hours and hours and hours of your free time to make $10 when you could do literally anything else more enjoyable with your free time? Another huge problem with why you're getting fed so much AI content and not programming tutorials is because of YouTube itself. It is laid out terribly and they make it only
True, mga bossing. Di ba? Kasi pagka gumawa kayo ng content, mga bossing, akala nyo, pagka nag-record kayo, yun na yun, mag-edit pa kayo. Di ba? Bago kayo gumawa ng content, mag-aaral muna kayo or i-research nyo muna kung tama ba yung tinuturo nyo. Di ba? And also, kung gagawa ka ng content mo, programming tutorials, and wala naman masyadong manonood, dun ka madi-disappoint and dun ka madi-discourage na hindi na ituloy. And especially kung di ka kumikita doon. Di ba? Wala kasing incentive din. Di ba?
Almost impossible.
And yun nga, yung layout din ng, di ba? Layout din ng YouTube ngayon, tatlo-tatlo. So, almost impossible talaga makita yung tutorials mo. And hindi, kahit makita yung tutorials mo doon, hindi talaga papansinin kasi because hindi na yung trend. Diba? Hindi na, I mean, kaya na kasi, ewan ko ba.
To find the content you actually care about, and usually you just get thrown a bunch of stuff you'd never even care about and would never click on. So if you want to learn how you can actually optimize YouTube to make it work for you, check out this video right over here where I actually show you my full setup for how I
Yun, so tapos na mga bossing. So, yun siguro yung pinaka, mga bossing. Key takeaways mga bossing. AI is the future. For me, this is the reality mga bossing. AI is the future. So, you don't need to become a psychosis, no? Na kailangan AI, kailangan mong gawin. No. You just need to know how to use it. You should know how to use it. Okay? Even you're an expert in any way, you should be able to use AI. No, hindi mo siya kailangan i-ignore. AI is a tool na you should use to boost or multiply yung kaya mong gawin. No? And I hope may at least okay yung na-react ko. Kasi ito yung mga low effort na content na, alam mo yun, manonood ka lang tapos magre-react ka. And I'm gonna do more of this siguro in the future if ever na, kasi mas madali siya mga bossing, mas madali ko rin nabibigay yung points ko and so on kasi para ako na ipag-usap din maganda ganyan, di ba? Anyway, so yun lang mga bossing and hopefully may natutunan kayo and 3:17 na, bukas ko na to i-upload, matutulog na ako. Bye bye.